Petito's parents had sued the Laundries and Bertolino, accusing them of intentionally withholding the information that Gabby was dead while the search for her was still ongoing. At the center of the case are two frantic phone calls Laundrie and his parents had on August 29th, 2021. This all came out new in these depositions. That was 2 days after Petito disappeared, but 21 days before her remains were found in Teton National Park. The Laundries have never publicly revealed what their son told them during the calls, but we now do have some details. Newly released court documents of a deposition the couple gave for the lawsuit lays out exactly what they say their son told them about Gabby's disappearance, including his state of mind. The first call that day was placed by Laundrie to his mother, Roberta, and according to her deposition, the call seemed like a lighthearted catch-up until they began to say goodbye when Laundrie's tone completely changed. According to Roberta Laundrie, his voice was very upset, and I didn't know why. I didn't want to push him, so we just said goodbye. When I got off the phone, I told Chris, you know, Brian sounded upset. Maybe you should give him a call. Laundrie's father, Chris, did call his son back. Chris Laundrie says his son was frantic. He was not calm, and he got very excited. Laundrie told his dad, quote, "Gabby's gone," repeatedly saying that, but never said he killed her. Now, he asked his father for help, saying he may need a lawyer. When his father asked him why, Laundrie would not say. It was after the conversation that Laundrie's parents contacted the family attorney, Stephen Bertolino. Later that evening, Laundrie called his mother to say he was coming home to Florida. On September 1st, 2021, 3 days after those phone calls, Laundrie arrived at his parents' house in the white van that we all know so well now, but he was, of course, without Gabby. And I want to bring in two people who've been following the case very, very closely for NewsNation, national correspondent Caitlyn Becker and Sara Azari, a criminal defense attorney and legal analyst for NewsNation. It's great to have you both with me. Two friends with me. This is great, you know? It doesn't feel like work, just like we're all chatting on the phone about it. But first of all, Sara, what did you make of the fact that well, first of all, they said resolution in the statement. Is that different than a settlement?
No, resolution to a civil lawsuit is a settlement. It's a confidential settlement, and it was a smart thing to do because there was a risk of losing on both sides. And for the Laundries, look, they were like the most hated parents in America.
Yeah.
And there was so much negative coverage around this. And so, you know, jurors are regular people. Sure, they have to apply the law to the facts, but they also come with a set of beliefs and experiences and biases. And this may not have gone well for the Laundries. So I think it was smart to settle and avoid the risk of losing.
I was surprised, Caitlyn. I mean, I know that the Petitos thought this was really their only chance at justice. Perhaps, though, these depositions are what they were after. Because, I mean, I thought I knew the case. The depositions were crazy.
The depositions were crazy, and I was with you when I first heard that there was a settlement or a resolution and it was not going to go to trial. I was surprised, too. Then I sat with it a little bit, and I thought about it. What they accused the Laundries of, they essentially admitted in the depositions we've read. They accused them of this frantic phone call where he said, Gabby's gone, and then they lawyered up, they protected him, and they refused to tell them anything. That was all effectively admitted in these depositions. They didn't go so far as to say they knew that Gabby was dead and that they didn't reveal that information, or that they knew that their son killed Gabby and they didn't reveal that information. But those initial accusations were, you knew something, you knew she was gone, you knew you were protecting him, and you didn't tell us. And we heard that.
Yeah, right. That came out. I mean, again, I wasn't expecting it to come out, and it did. But he said she's gone, and that he needed a lawyer. But the parents are claiming, well, we didn't know what that meant. I mean, come on.
Well, look, but you're speculating because, look, gone. They're on this camping trip. You know, she could have been gone different ways. I mean, she could have been killed. She could have been dead, but that doesn't mean that he killed her.
How is that not your first question?
Well,
how is it? What happened?
Yes.
Right?
But that is you're talking about how a reasonable parent would respond.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that they called a lawyer. The lawyer told them what I would tell any client, which is do not have any communications about this event. Why? Because not only you can be exposed, but you're going to cause problems for my client. Because remember, at that moment, this was about criminal culpability. This was not about, you know, they didn't know that Brian was going to kill himself. The idea for this lawyer was like, oh my God, my client is in some sort of trouble. It could be criminal. The last thing I want is for him to be making statements to anyone but me.
Yeah.
So, you know, they followed the advice, which is the key advice, and I'm surprised that he was dragged into this.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.